speed record for you. What's up, everyone? So if you watch the Sacramento River run video, you'll notice that I got stuck on rocks several times.
Oh.
Well, never built a boat without UMHW. This is the bag of rocks they pulled out of the pump when I got back. So when we were at the end of that video saying it only do 42 miles an hour, this is why. This is the impeller. The original impeller was a 1318 SXX 1318, and it tore it up pretty good, but it's still fixable, and I'm going to send it out. The new impeller was repitched by JP Racing based on the information that we had to a 1317.5. The idea is that we're going to get more RPM and hopefully a little more speed. After the upgrades were done, we were able to get 64 miles an hour out of this boat. The hope is that we're going to get a couple more miles an hour out of the new impeller, and the fact that we don't have a bag of rocks sitting in the pump, try to get a little more speed out of it. So let's put it in the water and check it out.
But it was nothing like this. This is amazing.
You should see, yeah, they some of the videos, like they take them up like rivers.
Yeah.
And,
oh yeah.
Like
this is
like
one of only a couple that have ever had a roof on stuff.
Okay.
Normally they don't have a roof.
Right. Oh wow.
Like a side by side on the water. So we're filling the Mojo boat up with fuel. I carry 100 pounds of ballast on the right side, and the idea behind this is that we're going to do a real world test for the top speed of the boat as it's going to be used on a day-to-day basis. We want it the way it's going to run every day. So probably going to take about 15 gallons of fuel. I want to show we did 14.4 gallons. It's a 20-gallon tank. It already had 5 gallons in it when we started, so we're full of fuel. So I'm a little stumped, but I'm not stumped because what happened there is exactly what I expected to happen. And I'll tell you why. When I looked at the old impeller, inside of the impeller, even though it was listed as one size, as an 18, inside the impeller somebody wrote 17.5 with a Sharpie. The new impeller on the box said 17.5. We're getting exactly the same RPM as we got before. We basically just put the same impeller on the boat that we had, so we have literally zero gain. In fact, we lost 3 miles an hour, but I expected that because power parachuting. I want to try that someday. If you got a power parachute, hook me up. So I expected that result from what I was reading on the box, and I didn't say anything because I wanted to make sure that I was right before I spoke up. So the reason we lost 3 miles an hour is because when I did the first test, we weren't full of fuel, and I also don't think I had the ballast bags in there. So we're as heavy as we're ever going to be unless we add another person to the boat. And losing 3 miles an hour on really smooth water, and also where it's slack tide right now, so that was a true test of speed because the water's not coming in or going out right now. And I was hoping for different results, but it is what it is. I want to show the truth of what we're doing and not make it up. I just want to be genuine with my videos. So a little disappointed. We're going to need to send it back to Rob, have the other prop repitched, and the old one's going to go get repitched, and we'll swap it out, put it in a different pump, and try it out. There's a new mini boat speed record for you. All right, here's the deal. We just set the fastest mini jet boat speed I don't think anybody's ever touched. 76 miles an hour in the Mojo boat. You believe it? You see it right there. 76 miles an hour. It didn't go 76 miles an hour. I'm not sure what's going on, but the RPM is still the same. So just simple math would tell you that it can't do 76 miles an hour and have the same RPM. Cam sensor, crank sensor, tack sensor, something sensor, I don't know. But it was a very exciting moment watching it climb up through 62, 64, 68, 70, 72, 74, 75, 76. And maxed out at 76 miles an hour. No way. We will someday have a boat that will go that fast. In fact, maybe faster, but not today. I'm going to need to call the experts and figure out what's going on here, because that's just downright mean to have it show that on the screen and not be true. So if you're trying to make a fast mini boat, the record's still out there for you to take. Good luck. Also, if you have a mini boat, I'd love to know how fast your mini boat goes. And I don't want your word for it. Show me something on a GPS. Show me something in the water. Show me a GPS speed while you're in the boat or something. Like show me some speed records for mini boats. I want to know how fast these things can go. Stick around. We're not done. We're not done by a long shot.